Explosive Trap's not going to help us because Priest doesn't run a whole lot of aggressive cards. Want to keep the bow, want to keep the Fiery Bat for a turn 1 play. So here, throwing out this Fiery Bat is, in my mind, kind of worthless because this Northshire Cleric is probably going to get boosted up, then it attacks the Fiery Bat, survives, then it gets healed for free and draws a card. So I'm just going to eat that turn, unfortunately. And then probably kill it with the Eagle Horn Bow next. And then resume trying to be aggressive. Of course they have a Swamp Ooze. Why wouldn't they? So it's good if you can get anything that has 4 attack in the middle of a, goes in the middle of the Priest tools to clear it. At the very least it cleared its board. So I can play that, do some damage to face, and Doomsayer is going to kill its own board. So not the opening once, certainly. Alright, so now we can start trying to apply more pressure here. Try to slow this Priest down, see if I have to use some healing spells.
Let me change your mind.
Have that. Let's see, 3, 5. That's not what I wanted to do. Do that though. Wanted to play Unleash the Hounds there, but after I threw the Direwolf down first, it couldn't get both of them. But if it doesn't have a taunt, so let's see, it's 3 and 6. Oh, we got it. So here's Leroy. It's going to give him 2 extra minions, and then you play Unleash the Hound for all those glorious hounds. And we have lethal. Sometimes I'm a little slow, but we will take the victory. So there is an aggressive way, kind of aggressive. I had to hold back as the priest got ahead of the board there, but got caught up and then was able to just pile on damage. So there's Face Hunter, still effective in ladder, and then we switch gears and we're going to play this Yogg N Load deck, which is really all kinds of hilarious. So there's only 2 minions in this deck. Well, 3, I should say. So you have a King Zealot, the 2-drop that has the Joust mechanic, Emperor Thaurissan to minimize all the cost of the cards in your hand, and then Yogg, which plays random spells based on how many spells you've played. So Freezing Trap is good. Warrior does not play many minions, at least the ones that I've interacted with on the ladder a bunch. I think I'll keep Deadly Shot around as well. And Hunter's Mark, if they throw out a Bloodhoof Brave, that could be useful. But that's not until later, so let me see if I can... Okay, so there's the Thaurissan. So the really good thing about this deck is you just try to keep replenishing your hand with tools. So Call of the Wild's really useful. I'll be able to play that on turn 7 since Thaurissan will trigger that. Explosive Trap isn't too useful against Warrior. Quick Shot be good, but I think I'm going to take Quick Shot because ideally I'll get Lock and Load here. And then what you want to do is play Lock and Load and then follow it up with really 2 or 3 spells, if not more, if you get lucky, to refill your hand. And you just keep, basically you keep removing all the threats that the opponent puts out there. And so there's a perfect example of, when you're going against Warrior, a lot of times it's some kind of control warrior. So we'll throw out the Freezing Trap, whatever the next minion he plays, and tries to attack with it. It's going to go right back to their hand. It just slows the game down, allows me to play more spells, and charge up Yogg even more so. With this deck, a lot of times that I've won, I haven't even had to play Yogg. So there's the Lock and Load. So we're already in turn 3. They haven't done anything yet. I could play the weapon here, but I'm just going to fire in, take away his armor, keep things even that way, and maybe play this next turn, and because if it does play a minion, then it'll get thrown right back to him, and I'll get an extra charge on the kill command. Very good. Nope. Just going to keep firing away. So I'm just getting more spells here now, so when I throw out this Thaurissan, all these are going to become much more efficient. So when I play Lock and Load, I can play a Quick Shot, I can play a Kill Command, and refill get 2 more Hunter cards. So there's the Bloodhoof Brave on the hunt. So I could spend a Deadly Shot to get rid of this. Don't really think it's worthwhile, because my guess is He's going to throw out the Ravaging Ghoul to trigger this, but when he attacks with it, it's just going to get frozen and go right back to his hand. And I think I'll just play the weapon. If he has some weapon removal, then I'll have to eat that. So yeah, so we play Tharasan, and then Lock and Load becomes 1. This becomes 1. This becomes 0. Yeah. So now that goes back to his hand. Okay. I could follow this up with a another freezing trap, which would actually be kind of funny, but I don't want to mess around. Want to get that out here because we're going to be able to do some major lock and load shenanigans here this next turn. So we have 7 mana, and we can play this 1, 2, 3, 4. We could probably play our entire hand and refill our entire hand. So this deck does take a little bit of time to just get used to playing. I mean, from the last game we played, it's really all about getting minions on the board, attacking face, doing as much damage as quickly as possible. Whereas this hand, same class, you know, Hunter, but total 180. You're biding your time, you know, playing as many spells as possible, clearing the board, and execute. Okay. Okay, here's where things get kind of fun. So, lock and load. We are going to play a freezing trap. That gives us a misdirection. Fantastic. We play that. King Zealot. We'll hold on to that because Gladiator's Longbow. Very nice. So here we got a... Let's just get rid of this. Get another card. And then, sure, we'll get rid of some of that armor. And we got a ball of spiders. So... that is an efficient turn. So when you can set up lock and load like that, it is just ridiculous fun. So now we have freezing trap, misdirection, not really in much danger of taking too much damage to our face. Have this... So the problem with playing Call of the Wild is they probably have a Brawl in hand. Let's see, if we play this, we can then play Kill Command and kill this. So. Wow. All right. So now if he plays Brawl, there's a 50% chance this giant sandworm hangs in there. He could do some kind of whirlwind execute. Which would be unfortunate, but again, it's just churning up the different cards and resources this warrior has. I can still throw out this to increase the number of beasts I get in my hand. I still have Deadly Shot. This King's Elk I can throw out. The only other... Well, I do have another King's Elk in my deck because I got this through Lock and Load, but I could play this and I got a 50% chance of it bringing out Yogg, which I'm in no danger of needing him yet. The more spells you play, the more random nonsense Yogg does. But usually you're going to get some secrets. Usually you're going to clear the board. You might even get lucky, do some damage to the opponent's face.
I have no time for games.
So Sylvanas is kind of a problem. How do I want to handle this? So if I kill Sylvanas, it's going to take control of this, which I don't want. However, if I throw out these web spinners, so there's Yogg. Get Yogg in my hand. And oh wait, I have Freezing Trap. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. It's going to get sucked back into its hand. That's hilarious. There's so much stuff that goes on with this deck that is just random. You gotta keep paying attention. So, yeah, Sylvanas isn't even going to be able to attack this turn. Unless he does Whirlwind and then executes his own Sylvanas, which wouldn't be the worst idea. But as you can see, we have a lot of options here. So if he doesn't have a taunt or board clear, this game's over next turn because I can play Call of the Wild and yeah, I think that's going to do it. So I can kill his Justicar and then go face. Bang. Let's attack again. Bang. And let's give these web spinners. Well played. There's two ways to win with Hunter. One very aggressive and the other one just kind of completely ridiculous. So, yeah, have at it. Hunter's a blast to play right now. A lot of different ways you can do it. So, enjoy.